Hello there, Lyra here, and we're here to talk about Twinoid. Yes, indeed. It's a relatively new service that Die2Nite has just been added to on the 20th of February 2012. And yeah, stop, don't panic. It's not that bad. Yes, it's a bit different, especially if you only play Die2Nite, but I'm going to reserve my opinions for last on this. I'm just going to talk about the features, so if you're unsure about any features, you can simply get used to them. So the big thing you'll see straight away is that there's a bar on the top of the screen, and this helps control everything to do with Twinoid. So it's got some very useful links in it. Die2Nite is pretty much the same. Things have changed, like a few minor updates, translations, dealing with avatar sizes and such, but since this is still in beta, there's still a lot more we can expect, so improvements will be coming, don't worry too much. Straight away you can hover over my games and you can see all the motion twin games that you play that are associated with Twinoid, so that's a nifty feature if you play more than just Die2Nite. On this zero here, that's for notifications and updates. You can choose exactly what you're going to subscribe to, and it's quite nifty for any new news concerning the games that you play. You can search for any users here, so you can type in anybody's name that you wanted to. And this zero here is personal notifications, private messages and contacts. So if somebody sends you a private message, you'll know straight away you have a message. Very useful indeed. If you hover over your own name, you can see your name, your login, and what colour cube you are. You can see that I've got a green cube. I'm a green Laraye. Yes. Well, I think there's about 6 different cubes altogether. So you can have 6 people all with the same name, but you've all got your individual coloured cube. This might work well in other games. I'm not too sure about Die2Nite yet. We haven't seen any repeatable names, I don't think, so we'll just have to wait and see exactly how that works, because looking on the screen you can't really see people's cubes unless you actually go to their Twinoid profile. Private messaging, contacts, profiles, managing, and notepad. Notepad is very useful. One simple click and it's a notepad. You could type anything in, like auto search here for nothing. Yes, we're getting a lot of nothings. Then if I save that, exit that, and then I wanted to remember what I was having to do, I would simply go up here, notepad. Oh yeah, simple. So any information, it could be about literally anything. Usernames, it's something you want to use a lot. Yes, definitely. And going over to my own profile, the avatar sizes aren't so bad here. You can see my long avatar is working well, but on the forums itself it's a bit squashed, so they're still working on that. But typically if you want a proper full-size square avatar, it needs to be 100 by 100, and Die2Nite will scale it down to 40 by 40. There's another cube, you get a little orange cube on your profile, and this is people who've liked you. You can see I've liked myself. Oh, I don't like myself. I like myself. Yeah, so one person has liked me, thank you whoever that was, and I can see that being a bit of a popularity contest, who's got the most likes. So what are the features of Twinoid? Well, it's like an interactive service for every single motion twin game. So you add one person from Die2Nite and they'll be associated with your account, and even if you're in other games, you'll be able to know who they are and be in touch with them relatively easy, which is quite good considering in Die2Nite the only way you could stay in touch with people inside of the game rather is on the world forums or via coalitions, which only allows 5 people. Otherwise you have to use other things like IRC, email, etc. Where this, any good friends you make, they can be on your list, you can send them messages much in the same way that Oval Office let you. So it's very nice indeed regarding that. And it is still in beta, so there is a lot of more features which are still being planned for it, and it's going to be an ongoing thing to be improved. So don't assume this is going to be the final version yet, because they are Motion Twin's putting a lot of effort into this, and when it works it's going to work nicely. If we have a look at the top right, you can see my contacts, and you can see everyone who you've added and their colour cubes. So these are all the people I know, all with their different cubes, and you can also have a look and show people who've added you. And oh, this is quite a lot. anyone, these are people who have added me, I haven't added them back. They're going to see me as blue, but they're not considered friends because I haven't added them. So some of these people I'm not too sure on, I'm not familiar with their names, most of them I are, so for the time being I'm just going to add every single person. I haven't added anyone else yet, I've only added one person I think, which is Wiki. So you're the special one, Wiki. So what other features do you have on this? Well, you can see here, these are my entire friend list now that I've added everyone. And yeah, that's going to fill up rather quickly. You can personalise your bar. Yes, up here, quick links to my game, so any Twinoid games you play, like I only play Die2Nite, will be here for easy access. So I click that, it'll take me straight to Die2Nite. And personalise, you can personalise your hotbar right here by putting certain links in. So for example, if I wanted Google on my bar for whatever reason, I could add that in, and now it's on my bar. You can have up to 6 shortcuts. I click this, takes me straight to Google, but because that's not part of Twinoid, I've lost the page, of course. So we'll go backwards, if it lets me. This is full screen, there we go. So you can link practically anything, which is very useful indeed. You can only have 6 shortcuts, but if it's a shortcut you use a lot, then of course it's going to be highly useful just because it's convenient, very convenient. Search for a user. I haven't tried this yet. Let's try something here. Lil Marie. She's my friend, 19 years old, and you all smell like ass. Something I forgot to mention was, now that Die2Nite and Twinoid have integrated, that a few people have had name changes because of course it goes by your Twinoid account. So if you had a different name, you'll be using that name, and it's quite interesting because if someone's getting sick of the name they can change it, but it's going to make tracking people a bit harder. So unless they're on your friend list or you know what their soul page looks like and you go by their town history, you're not going to know who they are. I do think Oval Office has a tracking feature, I'm not too sure, I'll have to have a look at that, but regardless it's something quite nice for people if they're getting bored of their name. Also on the soul page, if you go to the bottom and you go search for a soul, instead of having to type a name out, you can see your contact list. And yeah, the more contacts you get, this more annoying it will get, but at least they're in order. So go to Mr. Icy. Mr. Icy, I'm glad to see you've got a blue cube. That goes rather well with your name. Yes, very nifty. So yeah, I just called him Icy. This does seem to be still a little bit messed up on the left hand side if you look here. So as I said, it's in beta, they're still working on it. One bit of a concern actually is the fact that the sponsorship link has been disabled now due to this integration, and a lot of people are a bit upset about that. I've got about, I must have over 300 people linked on my account, even though 4 only paid for the game, but a lot of people, they're worried about it. Epoch's actually responded. If I can just find the thread. I think we've gone too far. Notes in Saloon. See, this order's changed as well. I'm not used to that yet. Sponsorship. Here we go. Yeah. Any players, you know, already been sponsored will continue to earn hero days in return. So you don't have to worry too much about that. It's just we can't have any new people on the sponsorship program. So he's talking to the devs about it, and any more information he will keep us posted. Yep, a lot of work is being put into this, so no new sponsors, which sucks, but at least you've still got your old ones and you earn whatever's being paid for. Well, I'm not going to yabber on too much about the rest of the features of Twinoid. Anything else you want to know, you can easily figure out for yourself or search for it. There's a lot of helpful people on the forums if you ever get stuck. What can we expect in the updates? Well, there's going to be actually some normal Twinoid forums which will be used for the majority of the game, so I'm not sure how that's going to be, because you've got the Die2Nite World forums, and these main forums, will non-heroes be able to use them? That's something we're definitely going to have to keep our eye on. They did say they're not doing a social network thing, but it looks like everyone's going to have their own wall, so is that going to be a sort of a Twitter thing where you can just put updates about what's happening? Victories, defeats, that's going to be interesting as well. And it looks like trophies, oh dear, achievements. Well, we get enough distinctions on Die2Nite, so it's going to be interesting to see just how they link into this. So yep, there's a lot anticipated. A lot of people are finding Twinoid a bit annoying. You know, you have to use your email to log in, which is a bit longer than what you would normally type. But I think it's something we'll get used to. As long as they keep the updates on and they listen to the community about what they want, it's going to work rather well, especially if you play other games. And I'm just going to have to get used to personalising everything and starting to add everyone, because there's a lot of people I need to add. Yes, there is. So, regardless, have fun with this and don't stress too much. It's not that bad. I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's helped provide information for this video. There are a couple of things which I would have overlooked, so rather than go through everyone's names, I'm just going to do a little rolling credit thing with their names, so thanks a lot.